Newaza Jujitsu here, or American Street Jiu-Jitsu. Today we have Sifu Shannon, who is the head of the Filipino Combatives section here for Backyard Jiu-Jitsu. Today we're going to go over positions in Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, so first off, we're going to have Sifu Shannon get on his back on the ground. Alright, so we're going to think of side control position. Draw a line across the body. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down here and I'm going to put my hand underneath his head. Bring this one up underneath and have his legs up. And gate grip my hands together. And then I'm going to take my femur, put it against his back leg, and then I'm going to drop my weight into him and push my shoulder. This is just a standard position here, like this. Okay? So we're going to rotate him on his head towards you so you can see this again. Again, I'm going to draw that line. I'm also going to take my chest and push it into his rib cage right here as I go in. So I'm here, push my chest in, here, gable grip. Put my femur up to him and shoulder in his face. So I feel pretty tight. Alright, so what we're going to do here at the bottom, see how he has his elbows in? He's going to have his hands in this position. And this is what the guy in the bottom's position is going to be because he doesn't want to get armbarred or choked out. So he's going to have this position here like this. While I am parking the car. I have my knees up like this, like I said. Have one out. Come in here like this. Alright. Let's get the gable grip up close. So, when I grab for the gable grip, I don't want to have my thumbs like this. I want to make sure that I have my thumbs tucked inside. Is Katami. From this position here, I want to get a hold of the arm. And if I'm down here in side control, I'm going to grab this arm here, right at the tricep. I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to grab hold of his shoulder as I come through, and then top his head, get my leg here through, hold this position here. If he's trying to put any pressure on me, put my head into him. And from this position right here, it gives him less power because I'm pushing into him, and I'm going to have this leg posted. Make sure I definitely grab right here. Alright, so let's flip in this direction real quick. So you can see from this direction. So I'm in here in my side control. I'm going to grab the shoulder, that's the arm. Take my leg out. Around his head. Grab, put my head into him. And this sets me up to be able to do a bunch of wrist locks and arm bars from here. Or maybe a choke. Or 2 or 4 or 5. Alright, so that's my case of the time. Position here on this, we're going to get into a north-south position. So from here, what I'm going to do is say he starts to get his elbow down out from here. I'm going to reach, I'm going to get back here, grab his belt, come into position, get underneath his arms, and I'm going to put his face right into the ground with my hips here as I hold him. And Shannon, does that feel very good? Can you talk for us? You can't? No? Alright. I'm smothering him. We're going to get down to this angle here. Okay? As we're here at this position here, I'm going to hold him here in this position here. take this arm here, grab his shoulder, put my chest on there, pivot around, underneath, get his belt, his pants, and I'm gonna push down and in on his face with my stomach. Count 3. Start Shannon. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See how suffocated he is in that position? Alright. Now we're going to just go back to the standard side control. As I park my car in the side control, we're going to get on to knee on belly. So one thing I want to do is I'm going to take my knee right here and I'm going to slide it up onto his belly. What I don't want is I don't want my foot putting on the ground that's on his belly, and I want to get up on it and post up. And my body is going to be all on him. I don't want to try to put my hands down here. Okay? So if we rotate Shannon to the side here like this, you'll see my foot, what we're talking about. Because I'm not down here like this, I'm going to have my foot up here like this. And how's that feel on me? Not good, right? So that is going to be our knee on belly. I'm going to have my weight mostly on here, so it's kind of like almost a 90-10. Now we're going to get into guard position. We'll go right this way. On the top position, I'm going to be here. He's going to have his legs wrapped around me, hooked. When I'm in his guard, I want to make sure that I have my hands on his hips and my elbows in, so he can't move his hips to try to get out of this. He'll try to sit up on me and try to pull me down. That's what he wants to do. And I'll just push him back down. But he'll keep his good high guard on me. And I'll push him down. Alright, elbows in, push him down. Alright, so we're going to switch spots. Also, when I'm talking about that, one more thing, is I want to keep my body up postured. I don't want to get broken down like this, and I don't want to get too far back like this because I'll get swept in the direction. Or armbar, or kimori. So, go to the other position. He's going to be up top now. Alright, so when I'm here, what I want to do to him is I want to break his posture down so I can get him in a sweep or something. We're going to back, so I'm going to bring him in. I'm going to bring my legs up and in here like this. When we're in this position, you can see him sit back on the heels here like that. And I want to break his hands from being on my hips. So I can just be here and I break his hands, grab him in and pull him in like this. And this is where you are going to start learning to get sweeps as I control his arms too, so I can pull him in and control his arms. Either way. Cross collar, pull arm, get in here, get him in here, or when I break it, he's going to sit up tall and then get into another sweep like we were talking about earlier. And that's how we play closed guard. Alright, so we're going to look at the open guard position. And the open guard position can be right here. And the person over here is going to want to throw my feet out of the way so he can advance on me. So he can throw my feet out of the way, but I don't want that. So I'm going to try to keep my hands, feet on his hips. He can stand up. And in this open guard position, I want to still keep it here, and he can spin around in circles. I keep my feet on him. He throws one leg out of the way. I'm going to just trip, pull another foot there, and try to replace it back in position. Alright? That's our open guard. I'm going to do like hook sweeps, or put my hands here, like right feet right like this, and sweep and push them down. Then I can either advance onto him, or stand at the base, and obey. now we're going to get into the mount position, so he's going to be back on his back again. And here, I'm going to have my posture, and he's going to try to keep his elbows here, so I don't advance on him. I'm going to be here in this position on the mount position, and I want to try to get up his elbows so I can climb up underneath him. So that way, when I pull his arms, I'm going to try to do one at a time. Just try and get up here. And once I get up here, I can ground and pound him, or I can go for him just a armbar position and take his arm. Another thing about here is I can lean into him, get my hooks into him, and try to control his head. Try to control his head, get him offline, and grab him into something we call like an Americana. I don't want to be up like this, because if we can just get right back out, we also can have space to move around underneath me like that. So in the mount position, I want to make sure that I keep good posture here on top of him and keeping his hips locked down with my body. Rear mount. So he's going to face towards you, camera. The rear mount, what I want to do is I want to get my hooks in here into his legs. I don't want to cross my feet. If I cross my feet, he's going to take one of his legs and put it on top. And it usually be his right leg. He's going to put it on top of that leg. If he's flexible enough, you can take that. And then, ow, it hurts. It's a no-no. So don't ever cross your feet right here, because that is bad. Hook inside here. You want to get one leg, one arm underneath. You can do a seatbelt here like this. You can also grab the collars, go over the collars like this. Yeah? And you can control your opponent. When you're here, you can get into rear naked chokes. All kinds of different chokes from this position. Alright, so we're going to switch positions. He's going to be on the back of me. When I'm the person that's going to be in their rear mount, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I protect my collar line for any choke. So he goes to grab, and I got this collar line on top of my chin, and make sure I have my collar line protected. If I have to grab my own gi, I can grab my own gi, or hoodie, sweater, whatever, or shirt. But I want to make sure I have my collar line protected, so that way when he goes to do something, he's not going to grab it. So go ahead and try to grab it. You have anything there? No. So I'm protecting myself. This is my protection right here. All right, and that is our positions. So we're going to put Shannon on his back real quick. Alright, so we're going to talk about top pressures. I'm going to kick my chest, and I'm going to put my chest on his body, and I'm going to push my chest in now, and I'm going to keep myself, I'm going to just do this as a drill. I'm going to just go around in a circle like this. Feel that pressure on your chest? Yeah. And this is just a drill to keep pressure on him. Alright. What we're talking about top pressure is I'm the highest person in the position, right? When I got this position, I can lean my forearm, boom, right in his face, get my knee into him, bam, hit him right here, hit him with my knee in his face, boom. Keeping that top pressure. As we think about the side control position, knee on belly, it's very top pressure. I'm on that top pressure, I'm spinning around. Right here, I'm just top pressure. So the top pressure is right there. So we'll put on his stomach, on his turtle position, which we haven't talked about much at all. You can use this drill in a turtle position. Put your chest here, and roll around him. This is keep pressure on him. It's like when I pressure, I want to make sure that I pressure in angles that aren't going to work for him. This angle is not going to work for him. It's throwing him off balance. This angle is not going to work for him. It's throwing off balance. Think of like 45s and 95s. So that way I can push him and roll him and keep him in a position that's going to work for me. So I can pound him and I got this pressure again on him. I'm on top. All right, that's keeping top pressure. I call this spider monkey because when you learn this technique, it's going to take the person's back when they decide to roll to their stomach. And a lot of grapplers will roll their stomach because they either were a wrestler and they decided that they want to do a turtle position, which we showed in the top pressure position earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Shannon on his back and we're going to run through it really quick. So I'm here and he just turns onto his back and goes to the turtle position all the way through the globe. Alright, so see how I got his back? Just effortlessly. That's what we want. Break this down. Alright, so I have him put his head towards you. The thing that we want to do first is when he decides to go onto his sides, we're going to place our hands on the ground. By doing that, we're going to get light. And we want to be light. We want him to make the mistake to roll to his back. So as he goes to roll to his back, I put my hands down, slide my knee up, and we're now stopped right here. We'll stop. We're in a position where it's called, get him back on his side here. We're in a position that's called technical mount. Just slide this way, face them. You can see that my leg is right here trapping his hip, and my other leg, slide back this way, is trapping his back with my knee against it. Alright, so as he goes to his stomach, I'm just going to get on my four feet, my hands and my feet, so he goes to get on his knees. I'm just going to insert my feet and walk back and put my feet in between his legs. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hook one arm under here, my head down, grab the arm, hook my legs in there between his legs. So that way he can't get out of this position. And if he rolls, he bucks forward, I'm not falling full forward. So buck forward, try to knock me off. I'm staying there. I got it. I'm the monkey on his back now. So we'll go one more time, have him put his body in this direction. Again. Here, he decides to turn on his stomach. Just place my hands, keeps going. And keep it light and lock him in right to his back. And we're taking his back. And this is the spider